Most subscriptions sell convenience wrapped in dopamine. A free trial becomes a Tuesday habit, a monthly charge becomes background noise, and a year later, you're financing a lifestyle you don't even remember choosing. But not all subscriptions are traps. Some behave like utilities. They protect your time, your data, your body, or your income. They give back more than they take, every month, reliably, without needing you to be in a perfect mood. The trick is to know the difference between a subscription you rent to avoid chaos and a subscription you rent to avoid boredom. This is a clear, no-guilt guide to the subscriptions that are actually worth it and the rules that keep them worth it, so your bank statement reads like a plan, not a personality test. Start with a definition. A worth it subscription must do at least one of 4 jobs, and ideally 2. It must 1. Save you time you would otherwise spend on repetitive tasks. 2. Reduce meaningful risk, financial, health, identity. 3. Increase your earning power or durable skills. Or 4. Raise your baseline quality of life in a way that survives Tuesday. If a subscription only entertains you once in a while, if it's bundled guilt with a shiny app, or if it replaces a free habit you are already doing well, it's auditioning for cancellation. If it passes the 4 jobs test, it earns rent. Subscriptions that pay you back, quietly. Cloud backup that actually runs, not cloud storage, backup, the kind that automatically mirrors your entire computer and phone, versioned and encrypted, so a coffee spill or theft turns into a shrug instead of a $3,000 panic. Real backup turns a catastrophe into an inconvenience. You get a new device, you sign in, your life reappears. A good service costs less than a single dinner out and rescues entire months of work and photos. If your income or sanity depends on a laptop, this is non-optional. You will never brag about it. You will only be grateful once, loudly, and then quietly forever. A password manager with family sharing. It's not about remembering better passwords. It's about never reusing them, rotating them automatically, and sharing the right logins with the right people without text messages full of secrets. When a bank forces a reset, you update it once and every device follows. Add dark web monitoring and you have an early warning system for identity theft. The monthly fee is less than the cost of one wasted afternoon on hold with a fraud department. Security that runs in the background is the cheapest calm you can buy. A note-taking/knowledge system you will actually open. The best one is the one that becomes your brain's outboard motor. Grocery lists, meeting notes, tax deductions, receipts, packing templates, passwords to the shed lock, the color of the weird bulb for the bathroom, the model of the filter your coffee machine eats. Choose one app and pay for the plan that makes syncing fast and search instant. The fee pays for the hours you don't spend hunting through email or rethinking how to do a task you've already solved once. If you work with a partner, family, or team, shared spaces turn chaos into a place you can both point at and say, "There." A real cloud storage plan for your photos and documents. Not the free tier that gaslights you with storage full notifications, and not 5 different free accounts scattered across your digital life. One provider, one bill, enough space to stop deleting. Organize once a quarter. Your future self, the one filling out visa paperwork, mortgage applications, college forms, or making a memorial slideshow at 2 a.m., will bless past you for paying a few euros a month for sanity. Health and fitness that you actually use, not perform. The question isn't, is a gym membership worth it? It's, do you go? If you show up 3 times a week, the membership is cheaper than poor health. If you don't, a walking app, a cheap pull-up bar, and a YouTube routine are a better subscription, free with reminders. Some digital fitness platforms are worth it if they remove friction. Live classes you attend with friends, form feedback, progressive programs. The ROI is energy you can spend on the rest of life. The only metric that matters is sessions completed, not features listed. Mental health you can schedule. Therapy costs real money. It also prevents very expensive mistakes and very long winters. If you have access to a counselor through work or can afford a private plan, that subscription pays dividends that don't show up on spreadsheets. Better sleep, fewer blow-ups, kinder choices. If therapy isn't accessible, consider low-cost clinics, group formats, or even a cheap mindfulness app you'll actually use. Calm heads beat clever hacks. News you pay for on purpose. Free news is optimized for outrage and clicks. Paid local journalism tells you what's happening on your street. Schools, taxes, transit, zoning, the stuff that alters your rent and your sanity. A single national or specialty outlet can be worth it if it makes you smarter at work or a better citizen, but cap it. More subscriptions don't make you more informed, they make you more distracted. Pick one local, one national, and cancel the rest. Then read on a schedule, not as a reflex. Public transit passes and mobility. If a monthly pass replaces a car payment, fuel, parking, and surprise repairs, it's a cash machine disguised as a card. Even if you keep a car, a pass that gets you to work and back without needing to find a space or fight traffic buys back hours and cortisol. Bike shares and scooter passes can be great if they replace short car trips. The rule: if a mobility subscription lowers your total transport cost and your blood pressure, keep it. If it's a toy, rent it like a toy, occasionally. Roadside assistance for households with cars beyond warranty. Tow trucks aren't shy. A single tow can equal a year of coverage. If your commute is long, your car is older, or you take road trips, a basic plan is a sleep aid. Combine it with a real car replacement fund, and you'll never finance panic. Credit monitoring, ID protection, maybe. The best defense is a password manager, frozen credit files, and transaction alerts from your bank. If a monitoring subscription helps you sleep and you'll use it to actually freeze and thaw files and respond to alerts, it can be worth it. If you're paying for reports you never open, it's decoration. Start with the free protections your bank and government already offer, upgrade only if you need concierge help. Professional tools that raise your rate. If a software subscription lets you do a job in 2 hours that used to take 8, or if it unlocks clients you couldn't serve, it is not a cost, it's a margin machine. Photographers, developers, designers, editors, analysts, and marketers should do ruthless math. Will this tool pay for itself within 60 days by higher output or higher fees? If yes, buy the annual plan for savings and move on. If no, cancel and use the 80% solution you already have. Education you complete. Courses and platforms that level up your career or a skill you'll monetize are worth full price if you finish them. The key word is finish. Commit with a calendar, X modules per week, with deliverables and a friend who asks, "Show me." Certificates don't raise income by existing. Finished projects do. If a course comes with community and feedback that accelerates your work, that is the feature worth paying for, not the logo on the certificate. Meal planning/recipe platforms that remove decision fatigue. If an app gives you 5 dinners, a grocery list, and a nudge to use what's in your fridge, and you actually cook because of it, the subscription pays for itself the first time it replaces takeout. If it fills your phone with aspirational photos you never cook, it's a magazine. You can do the same with a paper list and a timer. Pay only for reduced mental load, not inspiration. Cloud accounting/bookkeeping for freelancers and tiny businesses. Tracking invoices, expenses, taxes, and mileage in one place keeps the taxman from becoming a monster and clients from paying you late. The monthly fee is cheaper than an audit or a missed deduction. If the plan includes automated reminders and payment links, it often pays for itself in faster cash flow. Subscriptions that look worth it but aren't, for most people. Too many streaming services. 1 at a time is value. 4 at a time is wallpaper. Rotate seasonally. 1 service per month, cancel at the end of the show you wanted, bring it back when the next season drops. You'll watch less, enjoy more, and pay half. Premium grocery delivery. If delivery stops you from impulse buying and saves an hour you spend cooking, it can be worth it. If you still impulse buy, pay fees, and then order takeout because the groceries didn't look like the photo, it's a tax on indecision. Try curbside pickup, cheaper and faster without tipping guilt. Subscription boxes for discovery. You are not a museum. You don't need monthly surprises to feel alive. Discovery boxes often create clutter and guilt. If you love a product, buy it directly. Let curiosity be a walk, not a box that shows up on your porch and wants space in your home and your head. Extended warranty clubs that duplicate coverage. Many cards already extend manufacturer warranties. Many products fail either in the first month, free replacement, or late in life, no warranty eligible. Pay for extended coverage only when repair costs would hurt and the service experience is stellar. Otherwise, self-insure with an "oh no" fund in your savings. Premium dating apps, games, and social media. Pay if the feature changes your offline life in measurable ways. More real dates, less swiping, parental controls that work, creative tools you ship with. Otherwise, these are attention taxes dressed up as ambition. Upgrade your calendar and your courage instead. The rules that keep good subscriptions good. Write a subscription policy once, then follow it. It lives in your notes and it's short. Purpose and job. Every subscription must have a sentence. I pay X, so Y job happens automatically. Success metric. Define what success looks like in numbers: sessions per week, hours saved month, euros saved or earned. Trial to habit. Trials don't convert automatically. You schedule a keep or kill decision before the trial ends. Put the date on the calendar the day you start. One in, one out. New entertainment sub requires canceling or pausing one existing entertainment sub. Utility subs, backup, passwords, storage are exempt but audited yearly. Annual beat monthly. If you commit, favor annual plans, but only after 2 months of consistent use. Month to month while you test, annual when it's proven. Quarterly audit. Once a quarter, run a 15-minute audit. Open your bank, list all recurring charges, tag them utility, income, health, learning, joy. Anything tagged guilt, maybe, someday, gets paused. No speeches, just pauses. Bundle smart, not blind. Family plans that cover real people you actually live with, good. Bundles that add 3 services you'll never open, bad. If a bundle saves money on 2 things you already use and the third is neutral, okay. If it makes you keep things you don't use, walk away. Use the park, track the use. If a premium card or membership includes credits, rideshare, food, streaming, set monthly reminders to use them on day 1. Unused credits are marketing's favorite profit center. Exit plan. Know how to cancel before you subscribe. If canceling is a maze, that's data. Choose companies that treat you like an adult on the way out as well as on the way in. How to decide in 60 seconds. Hold a subscription up to 5 questions. What job does it do that I cannot do easily for free? How many times in the last 30 days did it deliver that job? If I canceled today, what problem would show up first? Does it replace something more expensive, time, health costs, tools, or does it simply add more of the same? Do I smile when I see this charge because I know what I got, or do I feel a pinch and a shrug? If you cannot answer with confidence, pause it for 30 days. Your life will vote. If you miss it, bring it back with respect. If you don't, you just raised your savings rate without feeling it. Real-world bundles that work. The Calm Stack, password manager, cloud backup, cloud storage. Your digital life is safer and searchable. Result, fewer resets, faster tax season, lower fraud risk, years of photos intact. The Creator Stack, Pro Tool, Editor, Develop Suite, plus course or community, plus cloud accounting. Result, higher output, cleaner invoices, better clients, faster cash. The Household Stack, Meal Plan app, Warehouse Club membership, curbside pickup. Result, fewer impulse buys, lower unit costs, more home-cooked meals, less decision fatigue. The Mobility Stack, Transit Pass, Bike Share, Roadside Assistance, if you still own a car. Result, predictable commutes, fewer car miles, safety net for long trips. The Health Stack, gym or class membership you actually attend, mindfulness or therapy plan, sleep app or routine. Result, more energy, better decisions, fewer stress purchases. Pitfalls and protections. Intro rates and creep. Calendar the end date and renegotiate or cancel the week before. Many services will extend promo pricing if you ask politely once a year. Be an adult with a script. I love the service, I'm reviewing my budget, is there a loyalty rate? Free trials with bad exits. Burn a unique email alias for trials. If exit is hostile, that's a red flag. Your time is worth more than the feature. Reward companies that make canceling as easy as subscribing. Family and shared accounts. Agree on rules. If one person signs up, they own the keep or kill decision on audit day. Shared logins mean shared responsibility. A simple spreadsheet or note with services, cost, logging location, and the date of the last review prevents "who signed up for this?" fights. Business masquerading as personal. If a tool makes money, it belongs in the business category and gets measured against revenue. If it doesn't move the needle, it's a toy. Fund from the joy line, not from operations. One evening subscription reset. Set a 25-minute timer. Pull the last 2 bank statements and card statements. List every recurring charge. Tag them with the 5 categories above. Keep utility, income, health, learning that you used at least twice this month. Pause the rest. Email yourself a note with your stack and your next audit date 3 months from now. Put credits and perks on a calendar reminder for the first of every month. Rename your phone home screen folder to Paid on Purpose. Move every paid app inside it. Every time you open it, you'll see the message you wrote your future self. These pay for themselves. Everything else is noise. Imagine your bank statement 6 months from now. Fewer lines, bigger buffers. A handful of subscriptions that make your life safer, your work sharper, your body kinder, and your home calmer. You didn't become a miser, you became a designer. You stopped renting distraction and started renting systems that give your life back to you. That's how subscriptions become allies. They either lower the volume of life or lift up the parts of life that matter. Keep the ones that do both, cancel the ones that don't. Your calendar will feel bigger, your budget will breathe, and you'll recognize your money again because it's doing what you told it to, on purpose, every month, without you needing to hold your breath.